Marcus Rashford. Now, he's been the centre of a lot of controversy this season, including going over to Belfast, seeing my mates at Thompson's nightclub, Thompson's Garage. Big shout out to the boys over there. And what I love about that is the Thompson's crew, they wouldn't come on here. They didn't want to grass him up. I love that. That's proper.
Yeah.
They said, man, listen, Madge, we love you, but we can't come on and talk about Marcus like that. They can't do it. You understand, your son? I was like, I do, and I respect that. But Marcus Rashford replied to a tweet, for those that don't know. He replied to a tweet last night which said, the way Marcus Rashford is being treated is absolutely disgusting. It's cruel. It's abuse. Now, Rashford replied at 12:36 a.m. this morning, I appreciate your support. It is abuse, and it has been for months. Enough is enough. Now, has the criticism Marcus Rashford's been under this season, is it abuse?
I don't think so. I don't think so. When you think about the amount of stick that has been levelled at Marcus Rashford, I think it's fairly severe, but I don't think it's more severe than what we've said about Harry Maguire. And nobody seems to be suggesting that it was out of order when it was Harry Maguire, apart from Harry Maguire's mother, of course. She came out and said that it was out of order. But generally speaking, I think that footballers live an incredibly privileged life. They are incredible athletes living their dream and also living most people's dream. You know, that's certainly my dream as well. There are so many positives to that lifestyle. There are so many attributes, so many benefits, that there are a couple of stumbling blocks. And one of the stumbling blocks is you will be criticised, perhaps unfairly.
Well, we get criticised on here.
Yeah.
A lot. If you look through the comments, I tend to not read the comments on the YouTube.
You should see my Twitter feed. God.
I know, I was going to say, Rory, you've come in for a bit of a stick. Even my dad messages me, you're not with Rory, you tell him, you know. But what I'm saying is, any kind of role that you have in public is going to be scrutinised, and there's going to be criticism thrown at you. And the fact of the matter is, a big percentage of the population growing up playing football in the park wish to be Marcus Rashford.
Yes.
Now, when people see tweets like that, I don't think it's going to gain him any more support from people that might have been abusing him.
Look, what I don't understand with this isn't even specifically about Marcus Rashford. It's just about footballers generally. When they come out and say that criticism is unfair, if the criticism revolves strictly around their footballing aptitude, their footballing ability, their dedication to the sport, their dedication to the training, if we're talking through the lens of football, I think it's really weird when we try and portray football criticism as some sort of a hate crime. Like, it isn't. You know, when I criticise Harry Maguire, when I say that Harry Maguire is an abject failure for England, I think that he shouldn't be nowhere near the England team. I think he's done nothing good enough to play for.
Say what you mean, Rory.
Or I say something about Gareth Southgate. I've said many things about Gareth Southgate. I don't understand why people say that it's out of order and we should be kinder. Football is a game of passion. It's a game of rivalry.
I think anyone that brings in anything other than his footballing stuff.
Of course.
Like, even when they use the whole, forget about your free meals and focus on your football, I think that's uncouth and unnecessary. I think his charity work off the field is commendable, and we've commended him for that.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant.
But you can separate the two.
Absolutely.
You can think that Marcus Rashford is a good man using his... You can think that Marcus Rashford is using his platform for good whilst appreciating that he's had a terrible season, and I don't think he should be anywhere near the Manchester United team or the England team. That doesn't make me wrong. It doesn't make me a troll. It just makes me a football fan.
And you know what, Marcus, if you're watching, because I'm sure he sees the talkSPORT YouTube clips that get put up.
Well, he searches his own name on Twitter, doesn't he? So he's certainly...
Well, you come to like that. He wasn't even atted in this post, was he?
There was nothing. There's no reason for him to have found it.
So he's looking for his name on the service.
It would suggest that he's doing the Piers Morgan and searching his own name on social media to see what the public sentiment is around him.
You ever done that?
Yeah. Probably wouldn't quote tweet it though.
No. I've done that. When I've been on like Sunday brunch on a Sunday morning, I'm thinking, what are these people thinking?
What are these people saying about me?
And they're like, here he is. And then you see the positive ones. And then you see the criticism.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you've gone searching for the positives because you need adulation.
Yeah.
You can't then be annoyed when someone criticises.
No,
it's
absolutely.
just part and parcel of it.
Absolutely. And also, people are allowed opinions. People are allowed to not like you.
People probably think me and you are absolutely rubbish on talkSPORT.
But they're allowed to think that. And also, they're allowed to voice it. You know, if you're watching on YouTube now, you're allowed to put in the comments that they don't like us. If you're listening and you want to tweet in some offence, they're totally allowed to do that. And we don't need to defend ourselves to every single comment. So the fact that Marcus Rashford has taken it upon himself to find a comment that has supported him and share it to his followers at 20 to 1 in the morning, I don't think he's done himself any favours here.
on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.